it is not the holiday season at the Jason Show without our next guest. If you've been procrastinating what to cook for the gathering, look no further. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our good friend, the cooking mom, Amy Hanten, everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It is. I said that to the gadget guy. I know it's the holiday season when you come through and the gadget guy comes through. So yeah, you are the sign of the holidays.
It's like 6 days away.
It's
crazy.
It doesn't.
I know.
That doesn't compute with me. Like I can't believe it's next week. It seems very
I
odd
know.
to me.
Well,
so.
okay. Chill out, relax. I got you covered.
Perfect.
So here's the deal. My favorite way to entertain is just put a bunch of stuff out, especially on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And
Let
crank
them
some
graze.
music. Yes,
Yeah.
let them have at it. I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen the whole time. I'm picking my daughter up. She's at the University of Minnesota today.
Oh, nice.
So I just want to hug with the kids and hang out. So I've got some easy ones. Who doesn't like a good spinach artichoke dip?
It's so good.
It's a classic,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
And it never goes out of style. But some are better than others. I've been told this is the best one ever, and I'm not going to argue with that.
Don't
right?
argue when they give you a compliment. Yeah.
This is so good, and it's super easy, and you can make it probably Sunday and have it in your refrigerator and then bake it off that day. So this is a good 3 or 4 days ahead. Get her done.
Yeah.
Starts doing the stuff. So it starts out and it makes a big batch, which is nice. A softened block of cream cheese.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some real mayonnaise, not the other stuff,
Real. We want real mayo.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. We had a jar of each in my refrigerator. Like my dad liked one thing, my mom liked the other.
I like one for sandwiches.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But for this one, I want you to use the mayonnaise.
Yes,
all right.
okay,
I don't
got
want
it.
any sweet in here.
No.
And then we're doing some sour cream.
Okay.
And if the cream cheese is at room temperature, it comes together a little bit better. And you can even use a mixer to break it up a little bit if you're struggling, if your cream cheese is a little bit lumpy. Okay,
Yeah.
Got that? All right, then you're going to do a can of artichoke hearts. Not the marinated ones for this, just the can, they're inexpensive. And if they're whole, you can chop them up. If they're quartered, you can kind of leave them, or, it's up to you. I like a little texture in here.
I do
want to
too.
know that,
Yep.
I want to get one of those on my dipper.
Because everything else is so creamy.
Yeah.
I like a little, I want texture.
Absolutely. And then this is a box of frozen spinach. You don't cook it, you just microwave it and squeeze it dry. And it's like this whole box kind of gets down to nothing. Kind of disappears on you, but you want to make sure it's really dry. You don't want, just kind of take a dish towel or paper towels and squeeze it.
You don't want no water in
You don't want
your dip.
no water in
That's
there,
nasty.
exactly. And then we're going to add a little garlic. So
Okay.
my recipe has some different touches because this is or a lot of garlic. Should we do a little more?
Do a little. I like a little garlic. This is interesting. I've never seen garlic in the artichoke dip.
I'm telling you, this one's special. And I
Yeah.
always say, if everybody's eating garlic, it all cancels each other out, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Then, because this is incredibly rich, I could have this for dinner.
Yeah.
I cut it with a little bit of fresh lemon juice. You can
Nice.
also add a little lemon zest in there. And then I've got not one, but 2 different cheeses. I've got good quality grated Parmesan.
Okay.
Not the stuff from the canister. If you can get the better quality stuff, the
There
better.
is a difference.
There is.
Yeah,
there
it's
is.
been a little bit more, yes.
If that's all you have, it'll work. But if you want to crank it up, use the good stuff. And then mozzarella cheese. So 2 different types of cheeses. So this is going to make it kind of stretchy and gooey and yummy. So park this in the refrigerator. And then, right before you want to serve it, because you want to serve this piping warm out of the oven, put it in a casserole dish, or even more fun, get one of these sourdough bread bowls and hollow it out.
Yeah.
And then bake the whole thing in there. And then save the top of the bread and toast it up for dipping, and buy another loaf of, this is just a nice baguette. And or you can do it with crackers or crostini, but it makes me happy too.
It makes you happy. I'm sitting here. I'm so excited.
I know. It's
I want that
It's
in my belly.
bomb
Yeah.
diggity. Well, you can have it in your belly because I
Thank you.
just took it out of the oven.
Thank
It's
you.
super good.
I love it. Thank you. Okay.
So another must for the holidays.
Yeah. Can I eat while you talk?
Dip
Thank
right
you.
in there.
There we go.
So another must for the holidays, meatballs.
I'm sorry. Here she comes. Here she comes.
It's so good.
There we go.
I think you're gonna like
Take
it.
that to Aaron.
It's
please.
warm. It's
Don't
warm.
be rude. Don't
Yeah.
be rude. Here, take
I
some
know.
to Aaron. Take some to Aaron Schwab. You can't do that. Be nice to the crew. Thank
It's
you.
a hit. It is
Yes.
always a hit.
Okay.
So you got to have meatballs at the holidays,
you do.
right?
Yes.
So coming up, I'm going to show you how it's the easiest, best ever cranberry meatball recipe.
We can actually do it now. Ted,
do it
should
now?
we do it now, or do you want to wait for the other? Let's do it now. Let's do meatballs now. We'll save that till last.
Okay, all right. So this is so easy. Perfect for the big game. I know people love their meatballs at holiday parties. They're just part of the spread. And when it's cold out, don't be serving all cold appetizers.
No.
You got to do some warm stuff. And then you can certainly do the veggies and the dip and the cheese and the sausage. But warm
This is
meatballs
amazing, by the way. This
I'm
is
so
amazing.
glad
This
you
is so
like
good,
it.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I do love lining my slow cooker because I don't want to be stuck Christmas Eve doing the dishes all night. Now, you can certainly make your own homemade meatballs, and I love you if you do that. And I have a recipe for homemade meatballs on the website. That's a lot of work, man.
It is. I don't want to work
It's
that
so
hard.
much work.
Yeah.
So you can do store-bought frozen meatballs, but they're not all created equal, right? Some of them have a lot of stuff in them that you don't want to be eating, and they don't taste all that great, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's one in particular that tastes like hairballs.
Yeah.
So
these are made right here in St. Paul.
I'm continuing the cast references throughout the show. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So you want to get a couple of bags of good quality meatballs, and these are all natural, and they're the good stuff. All right, so 2 bags of those.
2 bags.
Throw them in there frozen. All right. Then we're going to do some cranberry sauce. So just a can of that, or if you make your own, that's fine too. Great way to use leftover cranberry sauce too. And then we're going to do 1 whole bottle of chili sauce. So we've kind of got this the tart and the sweet from the cranberries, and then we're going to add some savory. Chili sauce is like kicked up ketchup. You're going to find it near the ketchup, near the cocktail sauce. So we're going to dump that in there, and then a little bit of onion. If you're a sauerkraut person, you could also throw some sauerkraut in there too, if you like that. And then your favorite, because I know you're like your booze.
I do. She knows me well. But
I had a little.
could you? No, I mean, the heck is this?
Well, I had to make another batch, and I might have had a little.
Sure.
You do not. You need. Yes, dump it in there. This is just a little bit of red wine, and so there you go.
Well, it was a lot more before you got a hold of it. There we go. Yeah.
It's usually you're the one who's.
Usually I am the one.
Lid goes on. This cooks slow and slow for a few hours. This is what the studio's been smelling all morning long. It's so stinking delicious. And here it is. Just keep it warm. It's perfect for the big game. I put some toothpicks out, double, triple the batch, and I'm dying for you to taste these. Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Let me try one.
Yeah, and you don't want to use the Italian meatballs, by the way, because that would be, these aren't Italian. They're, you just want to get the all beef or the all pork, and just the, kind of home style. So.
Okay, and now quickly close the lid before Kendall gets over.
Okay.
There we go.
We can hide the whole thing.
More with the Cooking Mom when we return. I'm Amy Hanten. So, in the commercial break, myself and the crew, we ate every meatball in here.
They did.
And they were all, these are so, no, don't worry, audience, there's some left. All kidding, this is really good. This is a great meatball recipe. My mother-in-law makes meatballs, they're really good. These are right up there.
Thank you.
They're right,
and they're easy. I know, everybody has their own special meatball recipe, but some of them are a lot of work.
Yeah,
and,
this is good.
This is a great shortcut.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's another shortcut. It's, cranberries, it's festive, and that season is here and gone, and they're so Christmas. I think a lot of us do a turkey or a pork roast, and maybe you make homemade cranberry sauce, and you're like, okay, after the holidays, what the heck do I do with this cranberry sauce?
You really can't eat cranberry like on 4th of July.
No,
No.
So put a little bit in your cream cheese. It's a great, you could.
You could, but yeah.
But yeah, not so much. But you can put in cream cheese, makes a great bagel spread. I've got lots of ways to use leftover cranberry sauce. This is super simple last minute holiday appetizer. So I took some French bread, right?
Okay.
Picked some up, good quality French bread. Took some brie, and brie is seems so fancy during the holidays, and it's not. It's very inexpensive. You can get it anywhere. Everybody likes it.
Various sizes.
Yes.
It's creamy. It's accessible.
It's nothing like blue cheese. People, I think, hear the word brie and they're like, ah!
No.
It scares people. It's like melty. Kids like it,
My father-in-law, before I entered the family, my father-in-law had never had brie, and I brought it. And he was unsure. And I'm like, just dig in there.
Yep.
Now he loves it.
It's super mellow and melty and yummy. So I put a little piece of brie. It can come in a wheel. It can come in a log. It can come in a wedge, however it comes. Just slice a little bit on your French bread. And then you're going to take a little bit of your cranberry sauce, just a little bit, and put it right on the top. And you put these in the oven. I did these in the toaster oven here at at the station. Yeah, and they pop up people sometimes knock at your door for the holidays, and you're like, I just wanted to bring you some cookies, and you're like, oh, great, come on in. Now what am I going to do? You know what? You keep a few things on hand, like some brie, some cranberry sauce, some French bread,
and you can whip it up like that.
in no time flat, and you look like a rock star.
And so you put these in the oven?
Put them in the oven and just toast them up, and the brie gets all melty, and then it looks really pretty. And I just put them on the big thing that's on trend that all the caterers do is called white space, right? So
what is that?
White space is just taking a pretty white dish or a platter and then you know, notice I don't have them like piles of them
Yeah.
all over. I've just got them kind of spaced out, and I've got a little garnish and very simple. And then once they gobble these all up, you
Put in
run
new
back
ones.
to the kitchen,
Oh.
come pick up. Same with the meatballs. I mean, I keep them in the slow cooker. But, you know, when you're thinking about putting your party food out, don't overcrowd the platters and just kind of keep it simple. And
White
eat.
space.
Yeah, white space. Isn't that
White
fancy?
space.
Yes.
Give it up for the Cooking Mom, Amy Hanten,
Yeah, Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. For the Cooking Mom's recipes, go to thecookingmom.com, and here's a great Christmas gift idea. Get Amy's cookbook. You can still get it now on Amazon. The Cooking Mom Cooks Up Memory. Still ahead, everybody. Turtle season. Turtleneck. We're going hunting for turtles. Turtleneck season is back. Sarah Robbins from the Mall of America is going to show us how to pull the look off when we return. Come on, Amy, let's go turtle hunting.
Turtle time.